Sydney Sweeney has always been one of Hollywood's most talked-about stars, not just for her acting talent, but for the way she embodies a certain kind of all-American beauty. But her latest campaign with American Eagle, titled Sydney Sweeney Has Great Jeans, has turned into one of 2025's most polarizing pop culture debates. What started as a cheeky play on words has spiraled into a conversation about race, beauty standards, and representation in fashion advertising. The campaign dropped in July 2025 and instantly went viral. Sydney, 27, appeared in a series of retro-inspired denim ads for American Eagle, posing in jeans that the brand called their perfect fit collection. The tone was playful, bold headlines, sunlit photos, and a flirty energy that matched her persona. But online, reactions were split. Some fans praised the actress for bringing fun, confidence, and nostalgia to a classic American brand. Others accused the campaign of reinforcing outdated, exclusionary beauty ideals, a reminder that conversations about inclusivity in fashion are far from over. As the ads flooded social media, the internet's reaction became a cultural moment of its own. Memes, think pieces, and threads dissected everything from the campaign title to its aesthetic choices. The phrase "Sydney Sweeney has great jeans," meant to be a pun, quickly turned controversial, as many critics pointed out that the campaign's messaging seemed tone-deaf in a time when audiences expect brands to be hyper-aware of representation. Some said it reduced Sydney's success to her looks, while others argued it played into a narrow image of American beauty that excludes diversity. American Eagle initially stayed quiet, watching the storm unfold. But within days, they released a statement clarifying their intentions. The brand explained that the campaign was meant to celebrate confidence and body positivity through humor, emphasizing that Sydney was chosen for her authenticity and relatability. They added that the company continues to feature a diverse range of models in its global campaigns, a statement meant to remind audiences that this particular ad was part of a broader, more inclusive strategy. Still, the internet wasn't done talking. For many viewers, the debate became bigger than the campaign itself. It tapped into the tension between traditional beauty marketing and a newer generation that demands representation across color, size, and identity. Social media users pointed out how easily campaigns featuring white actresses are celebrated, while similar ads with women of color often face stricter scrutiny or are sidelined altogether. The question wasn't really, does Sydney Sweeney have great jeans? It was, who gets to represent the American girl? Meanwhile, Sydney Sweeney herself has stayed mostly quiet about the controversy. Known for being cautious with her public statements, she hasn't directly addressed the backlash. Insiders say she was surprised by how quickly the tone shifted online. What she thought was a lighthearted project turned into a cultural debate. Those close to the actress say she understands the criticism but also feels misunderstood. For Sydney, the campaign was meant to be fun, not political. Yet, in today's social media climate, even humor can become a flashpoint. This isn't the first time Sydney's image has sparked conversation. Over the past few years, she's been both celebrated and critiqued for how she's portrayed femininity in Hollywood. From Euphoria to Anyone But You, her characters often balance vulnerability with sensuality, and audiences project their own beliefs about gender and beauty onto her. That tension has made her one of the most analyzed young actresses of her generation. The American Eagle campaign simply amplified what was already there, a fascination with Sydney Sweeney's image as both approachable and idealized. Fashion and advertising experts have since weighed in on the controversy. Some say the campaign's backlash reflects a growing cultural fatigue with the safe, blonde, blue-eyed standard that dominated American fashion for decades. Others argue that Sydney's brand, bubbly, confident, and nostalgic, fits American Eagle's aesthetic perfectly, and that the outrage says more about social media's appetite for conflict than about the ad itself. Still, many agree that the campaign exposed a generational divide. Older audiences saw it as harmless, while younger, more socially conscious viewers found it tone-deaf. For American Eagle, the timing of the debate couldn't have been more significant. As denim brands struggled to stay relevant among Gen Z, the goal was to create buzz, and they succeeded, even if not in the way they expected. The campaign trended for weeks, and ironically, sales of the jeans reportedly spiked. As one marketing analyst put it, controversy drives clicks, and clicks drive commerce. Even those criticizing the ad couldn't help but talk about it, proving that in the digital age, visibility, whether good or bad, still pays. Sydney's silence has fueled even more speculation. Some fans think she's waiting for the right moment to address the issue in an interview, while others believe she won't comment at all. Her team has likely advised caution. In a world where every word gets dissected, saying nothing can sometimes be the smartest move. Yet her body language in recent appearances suggests she's aware of the discourse. During her latest red carpet event, she smiled when asked about the campaign but gave a diplomatic answer, saying only that she's grateful to work with brands that celebrate confidence. In many ways, Sydney's situation highlights a broader truth about celebrity culture today. Stars are expected to carry the weight of social responsibility, even in projects that aren't inherently political. The internet no longer separates entertainment from activism, and that puts actors like Sydney in a complicated position. She's both the face of a campaign and the center of a larger cultural argument she didn't intend to start. Meanwhile, the fashion industry continues to grapple with its own evolution. Brands want to be playful and nostalgic, but must also be aware of cultural sensitivities. Campaigns like this one show that even humor has to pass through a modern filter, one that demands accountability without stifling creativity. As one fashion critic wrote, Sydney Sweeney's ad wasn't offensive. It was just tone-deaf to a moment when every image carries social meaning. Behind the controversy, though, lies something undeniable. Sydney Sweeney has become a symbol of modern Hollywood, talented, marketable, and deeply polarizing. Whether people love her or critique her, they can't stop talking about her. That's the double-edged sword of stardom in 2025. You can't control the narrative. You can only exist within it, react to it, and keep moving forward. As the conversation fades, the campaign remains a fascinating case study in how quickly culture can shift. What might have been a straightforward denim ad 10 years ago is now a mirror reflecting society's evolving expectations. For Sydney, it's a reminder that fame today isn't just about acting or beauty. It's about navigating the endless online dialogue around who gets to represent what. So far, American Eagle seems to have weathered the storm. Their statement calmed some critics, and others have moved on to the next viral debate. But for Sydney Sweeney, the moment lingers as another chapter in her ongoing story.